Okay, so we are in 2015. Uh, it's at this period you played with Vader on the cover of Total Destruct. Can you tell us about it?
It was also one of the hugest moments in my musical career because the Vader and Peter Vivcharek from Vader, they are really icons for me. And when I first time heard the Vader, it was the album The Ultimate Incantation in 2000 in 1992 maybe or 3. I was shocked they are from Poland. I was shocked that these guys from Poland can play such music, to have the album released by Earache, and to do the tours with the D-side, Grave, Bolt Thrower, I don't know, whatever. They were just first Eastern band on West Standard. And we played with them for the first time in '94 in Poland on festival. And I wanted to meet the guys and talk to them so much, but I was so shy and afraid. And our manager did it first. And I met him in the backstage, our manager, and he told me, hey, I talked to Peter Vicharek from Vader. And I was like, don't tell me, I must talk to him too. And from the time our friendship started, and they were really so kind to us, friendly, and they always were such a good and professional, tight with their musician skills, and so I really admire Vader. Even my most favorite album for all times remains The Ultimate Incantation. It's gonna stay forever. The guys have no power to change anything on this field of mine. But anyway, I respect them so much. And when Peter wrote me that he would like to include the one Krabator song for their uh, Future of the Past cover album, it was for me, what the hell? The Vader is gonna pay the tribute to Krabator. Don't tell me that. So it was really big. How to say that? Big thing for me. So I did the vocals for the album, and 2 years ago, probably, the Vader played a show in our hometown in Uherské Hradiště, and they asked me to join them on stage to sing this song with them. They rehearsed the song and they played with me. So it was really good satisfaction for me and for the fans in the crowd, because the, that was a crowd of of my hometown, of the people who know me from the late 80s. And to see myself together on stage with Vader performing Kravator song, it was really big for us. And as I told you, for me, probably there is nothing biggest in my musical career than this tribute to Kravator paid by Vader.
Hmm?
Yeah.
And so maybe the guy of Bulldozer think the same about you.
Maybe I didn't talk to him. I must meet him first.
um, okay, so since the live, it seems there is no record of Crabator. Does the band is still alive or not?
Sorry, once
Uh,
again.
since the live rebirth of Brutality, there is no new record. Does Crabator is still alive, still active?
No, since that time, there is no live record because we didn't do any show from the time with Kravator. But we recorded the album of remakes, Demonizer, to 2022,
Mhm.
21 or 22. Now I'm not sure in this moment.
Okay. Um,
Hold on. This is the album.
yes. Okay. Ah,
Demonizer.
I thought
21.
I thought it was just a compilation. Okay. Okay.
It's a remix of the old songs from demos from 88 year.
Okay.
It's like Mortal Memories Part 2.
Okay. Uh, um, yes. So back to Hypnos. In 2017 and 2012, you released The White Crow and The Black Crow. Does it a concept album? And who is this crow? Can you tell us his story?
Yes, this is the concept. Like yin yang, white
Okay.
and black,
Yes.
working together. And because I consider myself as quite positive guy, I just wanted to record album with a positive message to people, not only to metal fans or music fans, just generally to people, just to be human. And so I was focused on the positive aspects of life, on positive relationship, on the friendship, on belief in other people, on love, and some kind of my life philosophy, believing in goodness in people. This is the White Crow. So the guy on the front cover of the album, the big doctor, symbolized the doctor that heals the people from the bad mood, from the aggressivity, from decadence, and from it. And also the musically, this album is slower and heavier than previous albums. And the next one, the Black Crow, this is a bit more brutal, a bit more faster, and lyrically, people the good things. And if they pay you back in bad, there is no power to change the people by good moves, by good thoughts, by positive thinking. Sometimes there is no way to communicate with some people in a positive way. So I say sometimes there is a time to use the fist and punch. And this is the Black Crow. White Crow talks, tries to be positive, and if this effort fails, the Black Crow comes and punch. So this is the philosophy about these two albums.
Okay. Um, so then Pegas quit the band. Can you explain his reasons? It seems it was very important for you.
Yeah, he was that's right, but he was burnt out. He lost his spirit to be dead metal musicians and to spend time on the roads, on the stages, and in the studio. And he was just tired, and his priorities in life changed. He just wanted to stay uh, with his family, with his wife, and to relax with no calendar full of shows over Europe. And also, I mean that he lost interest in doing death metal. He's still big fan of music, but his musical taste changed a little bit. And I mean that he's listening more to the different kind of rock and metal than death metal. So he really didn't have a power to continue, and I understand it. And therefore, we decided to find a new drummer because we wanted to continue with the band. We didn't want to quit. And we found the Satarot, the guy who was playing with us a few times before before he joined the band. He played with us maybe 60 shows, while the Pegas couldn't play, or while Pegas was taking some breaks and so on. So Satarot was quite experienced with us. He knew us perfectly. We knew him too. So it was logic thing to ask him to join us. Also, I would like to say that the Satarot, he's originally from Belarus. He's not from Czech Republic, and he moved to Czech Republic 10 years ago to get married. He had a relationship here and so on. But shortly after that, we met, and by the lucky occasion, and we knew that he's a drummer. We asked him to do some graphic works for us, and I must say that he's really nice and good guy with a good heart, and I'm personally happy that he's a part of our team.
Okay. So 2023 and your last EP, Death Birth, who we find your new drummer, Satarot. So can you introduce him? So it's done. Have you something?
I was talking about him already. The truth is that we wanted to bring some new record with him, and we wanted to test him in the studio. So that's why we decided to do this EP. There are 2 new songs, and again, as in case of Mortal Memories of Krabator, 3 remakes or 3 covers, but actually 2 covers are mine. First is from the first Hypnos album. The second one is from Krabator album, my song. And third one is cover from the band called 6 Degrees of Separation. And this is the band of our guitarists, Vlasa and Kani. Because when there were COVID times, these guys from 6 Degrees came with an idea to swap the covers. That means that they would do Hypnos song, and the Hypnos would do 6 Degrees song. So we did it. So our cover is on the Dead Bird EP, and their cover of Hypnos on the last album they released last year.
Okay. So you asked about there is a Krabator cover shop reports on the Ritual Carnage. Why this
That's
song
it.
in particular? Okay.
Yeah, because it's my song. I wrote that song, so I don't need to pay any royalties to different author than I am. So it is less troubles with the rights and so on. It's nice to do the cover, but beside that, it's a legal things. So there is the paperwork and paying money and so on. It brings the certain troubles to do the cover song. If you are big label in the background, you don't care. But if you are a small band, I'm just thinking about it. But it was kind of funny joke to me to make a cover, but the cover of the song I wrote. So it's like cover, not cover.
Okay, so we're now in 2025. What can you tell about your currently projects?
Our current project is still Hypnos. It's a real band. It's not any kind of project. And as I told you, in the last year, I was thinking that we will release a new album. But I'm a bit lazy, and there were other things to do, as, for example, this book. This is my life story book.
Yes.
And this is edition number 3. First edition was 2014, then 2018, and this is the 3rd edition. And so I was working on audiobook. I was 9 months recording this book in the studio. So it will be released soon on CD in Czech language. But by the end of this year, this book will be in English. So maybe it's going to be interesting for the for the fans in France. There is a lot of pictures from the history of Kravator and Hypnos and so on. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes, yes.
There is many rare materials, you know, the older pictures of Kravator and so on. So I think it's gonna be interesting. But I managed my new home studio in the next weeks. So I believe this new home studio brings me to work again on new album.
Okay. So I have a little tradition in my interviews. I try to articulate. I ask the singers to make a little a cappella excerpt. Would you agree to do a chorus?
What kind of excerpt do you mean? Singing?
Yes, yes, yes.
No way. No
No?
way, man. My daughter is falling asleep in the next room. So if I scream here now, believe me, I have 2 bad days at home because my wife won't talk to me at all.
Okay, no problem.
Anyway, I got a question to you, Emmanuel. Tell me, we are doing this interview 2.5 hours. Do you really think there will be anyone except 2 of us to be willing to listen this interview 2.5 hours?
I hope to. Maybe. It's hard to say.
Maybe.
I already made some interviews and some long interviews too. Sometimes people watch all in one time, and sometimes
Yeah.
not.
They put it in the parts.
Yes, I never know how it will be accepted or not by.
Yeah, and it will be published on YouTube, or where will you publish this interview?
I think tomorrow or Thursday.
But on YouTube or where?
Oh no, YouTube. Yes, YouTube.
On YouTube.
On YouTube, yes.
And your previous interviews you did with the other musicians, how many visitors it had? Tens or hundreds or thousands, or how many? How many people watch these interviews you've done?
It goes from maybe 30 persons or sometimes 2,000.
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't know.
So let's start.
I'm a little media and.
No, don't worry. Any kind of support is very welcome, especially to us as a small band. You know, so it's a part of Mosaic. You know, it's even if there will be only one person willing to listen to this interview, or the new fan who never heard about Hypnos and because of this will listen to our albums or go to the show. That's perfect. That it works for me perfectly. And so, are you willing to do 2.5 interview with me now?
I don't understand.
We finished the part of the interview. You were asking me the questions. Now I'm gonna ask you the questions.
Wait, okay. Yes, okay.
till midnight.
You make me work my English.
Improve.
Improve, yes.
You know, we understood almost everything. I cannot say I understood 100%, but I mean that 95% I understood. So this is important. And I mean, you got the answers as you expected. And your listeners, I hope they will understand it and they will find it enjoyable.
Okay. Personally, I understand what you said during these 2 hours. So I think
that's good. Tomorrow you will make French subtitles, okay?
Yes, okay, tomorrow. Okay.
Too much work.
Okay, so we arrived at the end of the interview. Do you have last words to finish?
Thank you. Thank you for your time, for your interest. And I'm really wondered that you had to pay attention to our history because you knew your questions were to every album, to every important period. So you knew a lot about Krabator and Hypnos and about me. So I appreciate your time you spent to find this information. And if there will be anyone paying attention and time to listening to this interview, it's a perfect bonus for me. So thank you. Merci beaucoup. And I hope that we will come with Hypnos to France again to play for French fans.
Okay, so thanks a lot again for your time, and see you soon.
See you.
Okay, good night.
Good night.